It's better to be humbled before you get humiliated. Hi, my name's Dave, and welcome to my daily journey through the Daily Stoic. 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. If you enjoy Stoic content, self-improvement, about ADHD and recovery, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Today is September 12th. Be down to earth or be brought down. Quote, Zeno always said nothing was more unbecoming than putting on airs, especially with the young. Unquote. Dionysius Laertius, The Lives of Eminent Philosophers, 7.1.22. I apologize, there's a few Greek names here that I'm definitely going to mispronounce. Isocrates' famous letter to Demonicus, which later became the inspiration for Polonius's to thine own self be true speech, holds a similar warning to Zeno. Writing to the young man, Isocrates advises, be affable to your relations and to those who approach you, never haughty. For the pride of the arrogant, even slaves can hardly endure. One of the most common tropes in art, from ancient literature to popular movies, is the brash, overconfident young man who has been taken down a peg by an older, wiser man. It's a cliché because it's a fact of life. People tend to get ahead of themselves, thinking they got it all figured out and are better than those that don't. It becomes so unpleasant to put up with that someone has to drop some knowledge on them. But this is entirely an avoidable confrontation. If the bubble is never inflated, it won't need to be popped. Overconfidence is a great weakness and liability. But if you're able to if you are already humble, no one will need to humble you. The world is much less likely to have nasty surprises in store for you. If you stay down to earth, no one will bring you down. Oftentimes, crushingly so, back down. Yeah, that's a lesson that I've had to learn many times, especially in my culinary career and even in my YouTube career, of like, confidence is great. Overconfidence leads to pride and ego, thinking that you already know everything. And the thing is that the more you actually begin to know, the more you actually learn, the less you actually know. There's so much to learn out there. And when you recognize, the reason why I started off the video with that phrasing about being humble and being humiliated. If you think about it, those two words are very interconnected, right? And recognizing your humility means that you have that beginner's mindset, that you're open to knowledge, that you're open to learning, that you're willing to take on new things and new ideas and actually challenge your own preconceived notions. And in that way, you'll never actually be humiliated because you'll actually be open to the knowledge. When you have that pride and ego, the world will come crushing down on you. At least in my own case, and in many cases, this is why it is, as the reading was saying there, about like it being a trope and a cliche, because it is such a fact of life. No one likes the, not to bash on those Instagrammers and influencers with the Lamborghinis and the jets and everything, but this overinflated pride of like, oh man, I got billions of dollars. I'm like, how much debt do you actually have? Like, versus versus the person that, truly works hard and takes the actions that show that they're willing to learn, that they're willing to be someone that's down to earth, that they can connect with. One of the guys I love to watch on YouTube and on TikTok is Nicholas Crown, and he does this great character of the rich versus the really rich, and this is a great example of that humility, because the rich guy is overconfident and ego driven and cocky and just like, give me this, give me that, while the really rich guy is like, always nice to the wait staff, like talking to people and really getting to know them and understanding where they're coming from, and he gets much more out of them. If you want to get the most out of your employees or the people that you work with, coming in as the hot shot usually gets you ostracized. But if you come in as like, hey man, I'm, in the trenches with you. Like, good leadership is leading from the front, leading by example. And if you're leading by the I'm better than you, you can't do it better than me, people won't want to line up behind you, versus like, you know, like versus someone who's like, hey man, like I've been there, I know what it's like, this is how I do it, and this is how I get the best results. More people gravitate towards you. You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. It's that recognition of knowing how to actually connect with someone else. No one likes to connect with the arrogant asshole. You may be attracted to them at first, but after a while you will lose interest in it. You end up like resenting the person or wanting to take them down or kind of bash them. Yet if you come from a place of humility, and humility to me is just recognizing your place in the universe, that you're neither greater than nor less than anyone else, that you fit in there, right? To quote a song, you got clowns to the left, you got jokers to the right, you're stuck in the middle. And there's a great place about being stuck in the middle. You recognize that, you know what, there's something to strive for. You're not at the top, but you're also not at the bottom either. You're right in the middle, and you can grow. And finding that growth is a powerful tool that you can use. Having that beginner's mindset allows you to grow and continue to learn. Because as soon as you think you know it all, then you're at the top, and things will take you down a peg, because there is someone probably better than you out there that knows more, understands more, and they'll come along and kind of take you from your perch. But when you keep your feet to the ground, stay humble, and stay grounded in life, of recognizing what is, you'll get much further. That's all I got for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to give a follow, like, share if you're on YouTube there. Hit the bell for notifications to keep up with all my daily videos. I didn't mention in this one, but I do coaching to teach you how to become humble, how to open up that beginner's mindset so that you can get the most out of life, to become an amazing leader, to master ADHD, to master your own mind so your mind doesn't master you. Well, that's all I got. I'll see you tomorrow, and you have a great, if not better, day.